Fuck, I must be popular. I don't know what to say. So, whoever posted my number on an ad on Leah's list, is it true? I don't know. Am I gonna look? Fuck no. Uh, you would have to know me to think that would bug me, but clearly you don't know me enough to know that it doesn't. All that tells me is that you would like me to share my story a little bit. So here we go, everyone. Grab your popcorn because it's about to go down. Okay. So, like I said, I was on my own at 13. And being on my own at 13, I had to figure out life, figure out where I'm going. From the age to 15, almost 16, to 17 years old, I was an independent escort. No one knew I was underage, so this isn't about people going after your underage people, like underage kids. Like this isn't. No, I hid this information, and no one knew. No one knew. So let's get to the deep issue here, because I would like to bring awareness to the fact that the women and the men who are in these positions, who like don't do it as a profession, like I mean, I don't know how to explain that. Like there's street people who do it, and then there's like you can actually get a license to be an escort. Like I don't know. I don't know the difference, but I see videos on here. Some chicks really have nothing bad to say. For me personally, with my experience with it, is that every different person you see kills a piece of your soul. And this was a silent battle that I had to overcome. When I stopped, it was due to meeting somebody who seen more in me and asked me to stop. Little did I know that that would be one of the most abusive relationships that I've ever ended up in. So during that time of healing and coming back, because I promised myself that I would never do that to my body, on top of that, I had to deal with the abuse of my relationship. And I was so young that I thought like the longer that I stayed in that relationship, it would eventually fix it. He would see that I cared and that I was loyal and that I was trustworthy. It was never me. The problem was never me. Let's stay on topic here, Julie. That goes into another story. Okay, kills piece of your soul. So let's bring awareness to the women that are still and that get lost in that lifestyle. And that's why substance abuse is such a huge issue, because they need to escape the reality. I will say for a lot of women, no one wants to have somebody on their body. It doesn't feel good. I was always safe. I was always very, very, there was nothing, like there's no leeway there. I was always very safe. I used protection. And like for me, that's how I separated it from it being personal. There's a lot of different rules that go into it that I had boundaries with because I didn't want to be doing that. That's not what I find as respectful to my body. My mom always told me that my body is my temple and I'm the goddess of that temple. So recovering from the mental trauma and the emotional trauma that I put myself through just to survive was one of the most difficult times in my life. And doing that at 17, 15, 16, while being in an abusive relationship, you know what? I'm going to say that I'm happy I didn't have a phone because I've got to go inside and look within and journal and figure my stuff out so that I could heal myself. Yeah. I'll say a story, a really funny story, actually. One of the, okay. So this experience, my bro, he's gay. I don't talk to him anymore. He was my bro. He gets a call from somebody and he wants to be beaten up. He looks at me and I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, okay, how do we put like some kind of security like so he can't come back and sue you? I go up with him. I get both their IDs and I write out a contract on a piece of paper saying I'm giving this person full consent and I have them both sign it. Anyway, so when he comes back down, he just looks at me and says, I give him back $20 because I split his cheek open. So, I mean, like within the bad times, there's funny stories that come along with it. You know, you can focus on the bad and you can focus or you can focus on the lessons that you learn in between. This is a little bit about me. I don't share this with anybody, only people that have been close to me. But since they want to throw it out there, I might as well just tell the truth. And like, hot damn, man, I got one person message me, honey. This is how I. That's a joke. That's the joke. So it doesn't bug me for whoever is using my number. I don't care. I don't care. And this is a little bit about my journey, certain things that I've overcome. Judge me if you want. I'm not going to care about that either. So, peace and love. Bye.